Morning everybody, welcome back to the Daily Vivaldi Edit with me, Adrian Chandler, Director of La Serenissima, doing this to raise awareness and hopefully a bit of dosh for all the musicians of La Serenissima who have lost all their work due to COVID. If you don't know what COVID is, I don't know where you've been for the last however many months. So today's concerto, as we looked at a cello concerto yesterday, I thought we'd go again a bit off piece today. And we'd look at another one of the double violin concertos. This one in C major, RV 508. Reason why I picked this is I'm supposed to be playing it in Germany with Deutsche Philharmonie in December, supposed to be. So big shout out to all you guys in Darmstadt. Hello Stefan, hello Matthias, hope you're doing all right. Yeah, it's another one of his sort of late double violin concertos. It's a really fun piece of music. Here's the opening ritornello. So there you go, that's the opening ritornello. Obviously, this is a sort of manuscript that Vivaldi was expecting to have one of his faithful copyists copy out. There's a instruction to whoever was going to be doing the copying here. It says, "Scrivete tutti i soli del secondo violino nella seconda riga," which basically means write all the solos for the second violin on the second stave. I don't know why he then scrubbed it out. I have no idea. And then you may remember last week we were talking about how on RV 387 how Vivaldi sometimes gets distracted and writes half a bar at the end of the stave and then starts writing a fresh bar on the beginning of a new stave. And this is exactly what he's done here. So at the bottom we see bottom of this page we see a whole bar there, and then we've only got 2 beats in this bar. Not quite sure. I mean, I have to say that is quite unusual to actually have a whole bar. Normally he gets confused when he's written half a bar here and then he would write a whole bar here, but he's done it the other way around this time. So you've got a whole bar there and then half a bar there. Anyway,
bit dyslexic.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he had other things to think about, but it's a good piece. Lots to for the fit, and there's a lovely bit of barriolage later on in the first movement. Where are we? Here we go. And then after this, you then get one of these ritornelli where you think it's going to go sort of the same with the same material as you've heard before. But sometimes Vivaldi sticks something else in, which he does here. And you get fresh material there. Etc. etc. You get more. There's more massive barriolage passages for the first violin with sort of arpeggio figures in the second violin after that, and then you get a very very nice slow movement. I tell you what, editing this was a real test of my brain power. because I mean it was just, hemi, demi, semi quavers. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah. It took me about 5 goes to work to get that right. It was a bit, yeah. It's quite testing. It's a very, very beautiful slow. It's one of those where you get both solo violins with a bassetto in the violas and the violins in unison. You get things like. And that bit to me is very reminiscent of the slow movement of the double mandolin concerto, interestingly, same key as well, E minor. Interestingly, E minor is a key that Vivaldi associates often with C major. Often you'll find you might expect for a slow movement of a C major concerto to go to either G major or F major or maybe the relative minor, but often it is E minor. Back to C major for the finale, and I have to say I think this opening ritornello is brilliant. Hold on. Okay. There you go. As I was working through the last movement, I finished the first ritornello starts on a fresh page here, and then you go across the page, as it were, and you get that. That is quite normal for Vivaldi, particularly in his later years. At the end of a concerto, to say, go back to the beginning and finish at the pause sign, at the fermata, or else go back to a segno mark and then finish at the fermata. So this is what he does at the end of the concerto. So he says, go back to the beginning and then finish at the fermata. There is your fermata. The odd thing about that is that's an A minor chord. And indeed, he goes on to finish the ritornello in A minor. Now, knowing how quirky Vivaldi can be, I kind of thought, well, all right, maybe this is right. But when we come to the end of the concerto and finish it, obviously that chord there has to be edited so it's a C major chord, because it kind of works in a very crazy way to go from there to that A minor chord and then finish in A minor. I mean, it's a bit nuts, but it kind of works. But then, so it carried on editing, and then we got where is it? Yes. So got to this ritornello here, and then went across the page and went, hold on a minute, that's not right. So. And then it suddenly began to dawn on me that what Vivaldi's actually done is he's bound the pages in the wrong order, and not only that, but there's a ritornello. There's another ritornello. Oh, well, there we go. I had wondered why he'd stuck a pause, why he'd stuck a fermata there. That is the proper ending of the concerto, with the C major chord. So basically, what that page should have been bound next to the opening page of the last movement. What really confused the issues was the fact that obviously when Vivaldi bound these pages together, he flipped through it and went, oh, I've forgotten to put an end to this piece. And I mean, these fermata marks, because they've been written quite a hurry. So he just he went, yeah, okay, there you go. Anyway, so mystery solved. It's not a crazy opening at all. It's quite normal. It finishes in C major. It's a brilliant piece. There's a really nice, really nice solo where the violins just sort of undulate together. There you go. I think it gets a 9.5. I think this one. Looking forward to playing this. Hopefully in December. Tomorrow we will be looking at C major coming all the way from Vienna, RV 175. See you tomorrow.